All right, Leo. So I really like what you're pulling here because the both of them are talking about, you needing to go and seek some excitement. And they both look really good. So, Leo, this week from Le Vampire, you pulled the Call of the Night, daring, adventure, and excitement. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled growth. Now, the Call of the Night, the blessing is just like this barrage of words. Attraction, stimulated, daring, unexpected, thrill, danger, change in circumstance, drawn to the occult, unknown, wish to understand, experimentation, challenges, and tests. And then working with this card basically talks about getting out of your comfort zone and seeking out new people and new experiences. It says you will find so much if you dare to explore. Now, it's funny because growth talks about the same thing. The inspiration says that this card says break away. It may be time for a change of scenery. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill. Most importantly, grow. Now, the personal question says, what have I outgrown? Am I willing to become independent? The key ideas are taking a stand, living your truth, lack of safety, clashing values, and teaching by example. So for some of you, it's like needing to break away from a situation. All right, Leo, here we go. Here's the energy coming through. Now, damn it. The hell. I don't know what it is with you guys, but the Tower, again. Oh, my goodness. So having that as a signifier is saying that, some shit's coming down. Right? You're in the process of clearing away all of the fake shit in your life. Right? Now, on the other hand, I kind of get the feeling by now, for most of you, this isn't really that bad of a thing. It's a continuous phase, it seems like, where there's things that are like almost continuously being brought up and cleared out. Now for some of you, it could literally just mean that you're moving. Oh, I gotta take a drink. All right. The Seven of Cups in the past. What are you fantasizing about? Okay, so now the Seven of Cups is the past, though. I kind of get the feeling, though, with the Tower being here, that for some of you in the past, you just may have had like a hard time seeing what, the best option was, or not seeing your options clearly. It is about wishful thinking and fantasizing in la la land, right? But again, that's past energy. But, emotionally, like, disorganized too. It's about priorities when it comes to the Seven of Cups. But I can understand that with the Tower being the signifier here. Oh boy. In the present, the Eight of Swords. This to me it's fear, first of all. It is fear, but then it's also, you being trapped mentally, being like stuck in a situation. It's about fear of moving forward. You're not really bound to anything. You're binding yourself to difficulty. And it's because there's a fear of moving forward here. And I don't like that. That bothers me a little bit. Now I can understand why the Seven of Cups is still coming through. I mean, it's one thing when it's just clarifying the past, but because it's still coming through, is saying that, you not seeing the clear option has got you trapped mentally when it comes to, getting out of this. I don't like when I have the feeling of somebody being still left in the rubble of the Tower. What do I do now? How do I start rebuilding here? And that's where, you may be like stuck here with the Eight of Swords. Now, that to me is a little bit better, but we're going to see what else is playing out here, because I feel like, there may be something else going on attached to this. The Nine of Cups is happiness. It is wish fulfillment. You go from fantasizing, wishful thinking to, happiness here and having your wishes fulfilled. But right now, some of you feel like you are trapped in, either a mental thought pattern or a situation. But you aren't, though. That's the thing. And it may just be, fear of what's going to happen next here, Whew, man. Your best path to follow, the Queen of Coins. Now, when you're looking at that in terms of a person, this could be somebody coming through that's giving you some practical advice. Now, on the other hand, as the best path to follow, it's telling you that you need to think practically about what is going on here. Instead of feeling like you're trapped in a situation, it's time to start thinking a little bit more practically about it. The Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Pentacles, is, she's able to create a comfortable home, and financially she is stable. She kind of reminds me of the woman in the Nine of Coins, being self-reliant, being independent. She has her own financial independence here. Basically, what it's saying is that you have the ability to create the foundation that you want, but you got to tap into that energy here. And again, and I've always said this, when it comes to earth signs showing up in readings where there isn't like relationship stuff involved here, these are fantastic people to get advice from. But I do think that this is the energy that you need to start tapping into here. And it's funny that the Call of the Night and Growth is sitting there and looking at the Eight of Swords. It's like you feel the pull of the Knight, but you're stuck. But eventually here you move into something a little bit better. And between these two, the abundance looks really good. Oh, okay. All right. So now in your environment, the Page of Wands, the Pages, messengers, the Page of Wands, exciting messages, like really exciting messages. And, you may feel like you're stuck in a situation here and not really able to move forward with, this new exciting thing that's coming through. I think that eventually you get there, though. But why, does it have to create the energy of the Tower? And again, it could just be you needing to clear some mental crap out. But something is exciting here in your environment. And looking at the Seven of Cups, doing some wishful thinking around it, whatever that's representing there with the Page of Wands. But I kind of get the feeling that, you're hearing something, you're like, oh yeah, but I can't. Like almost like it would cause too much of a disruption for you. But then you move into this, Oh, okay. Now, your hopes and your fears. The Queen of Wands. Now, in terms of the energy surrounding you, fantastic. Beautiful. Great. She is exciting. She is passionate. She is fun. She's attractive, right? She knows how to manage her shit. On top of the energy of the Queen of Coins, hell yeah, that's fantastic, and it's basically you hoping to get to that. Now, on the other hand, this may be a person, and again, male or female, but, you've got the Page of Wands there, you've got the Queen of Wands, and it's like, exciting messages possibly coming from a person that you're having some hopes around, maybe, possibly. But something's got you in a situation here. But I do feel like, with the Queen of Wands, especially for Leo, that's a fantastic energy to have around you, being a little bit more confident, and having a little bit more passion. Instead of feeling like you're stuck in a situation where, you can't go after this excitement happening here, because this is exciting shit, right? And it's like something that you've been wanting, and now it's here, but it's like, how do you get there, and you're stuck. But then there's happiness. So I'm like waiting to see how this plays out here. Okay. Now, for some of you, this is definitely going to have to do with work. You know, this could be a new job, a new project, something that you're working toward here where you're showing off your talents and you're being recognized for it. And it looks great. It looks really good. It's just that, you know, you're going to have to get rid of whatever fear is holding you back. And that may be what the Tower is showing here. Because I think some of you have been thinking about this, looking at the Seven of Cups, and now it's in your environment. You know, you got to get out of the idea that, you know, that it's not possible for you, because clearly it is. It's in your environment. And I kind of get that with the Seven of Cups. You know, it's great to fantasize about it, but, you know, it'll never actually happen. But now it is. And now it's almost like, oh, shit, what do I do? You know, fear is like gripped you, but I think you get out of it. I do. I think you get out of it here. Now, it may have to do with a person that you're working with. You know, or this is just you, you know, getting in better touch with who you are, right? Being a little bit more passionate, being more exciting, having more fun, you know, and then experiencing new things, especially with the Call of the Night being there. But the Three of Coins coming out either way looks really good. So it's funny how this plays out here, and you have the Tower as a signifier. And I feel like for some of you, this is going to be like a continuous like purging process. You know, where things are going to be coming up and you're going to be getting rid of them. Like you're burning it down, right? And then you're going to have to go through it again, and you're uprooting shit that's not helping you anymore, and then you're burning it down, and then you're moving forward. You know, in this case, it's the idea that, you know, you can't really do this, when yes, you can. And you do. You do. All right, Leo, we're going to take a look at the soul trees to see what else is going on for you guys. I like this reading. I do. Okay. And the sacral chakra. Okay, so the sacral chakra. This is where your creative and sexual energy is. You know, and there's like a renewal for you with this chakra, and it looks good, right? More passion, more passion. And as far as creativity goes, and looking at the Three of Coins, that looks fantastic. It's the beginning and the renewal of something for you that is going to help you get that chakra spinning. It looks good. Wow, right? Beginning and renewal. We know. We know. All right, Leo. We're going to take a look at Whispers of Love to see what messages we can get for you guys on attracting love in your life. And you guys aren't the only ones to get this. Turn on your heart light. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. And then romance. Ooh, lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. Very nice, very nice. And I think that's kind of neat that that's showing up for you, Leo. Because, you know, I love you guys to death. I do. Love you to death. But you like to get attention. And now, you know, maybe it's time for you to give a little bit of your own personal attention to somebody else. But it looks really good, you know, and you look all right. And you know, I can understand where there may be a little bit of a fear about this new excitement here in your environment, especially if you've thought in the past that, you know, it was okay to fantasize about, but, you know, is it really going to happen? Well, now it is, right? You can't hold on to that fear. Like, you need to burn that shit down, and you got to move forward here because you look really good coming out of this. All right, Leo, so you're still going through the purging process, and that's okay. And what I like about this Tower is that, you know, dude's burning the shit down. Time to go, right? And I think for you, it's needing to get rid of the idea that, you know, this wasn't possible. Because I feel like this is something that, you know, you have fantasized about and just thought that it wasn't real, like it couldn't happen for you, but now it's there, it's in your environment. Now, this could be a person that is bringing these messages to you, right? And on the other hand, I still feel like, you know, with the energy surrounding you, that's your hope. That is your hope to get in better touch with who you are. And it kind of plays out with, your soul trees too here with the sacral chakra showing up. But this person could be offering you, a new job, a new project to start on, something that I feel like you're going to be able to show off your talents with. And it looks really good because there's happiness attached to it and wish fulfillment. It's beautiful where you come out at. It's just right now, there's a little bit of fear and there's a need to think a little bit more practically about things, right? You can do this. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to move forward and follow, these new opportunities that are coming through, because clearly it's the beginning of something new here, but then there's also a renewal in your creative center, right? And it plays out with the 3 of coins and it looks really good. Now, right? Growth, right? What have you outgrown? And that's where the Tower is coming in, and you're burning that shit down, but you're feeling the pull here too, though, to go and experience something new. And I can feel it, but then I also feel that hesitation, oh shit, oh shit, now it's here and I can do it. And, fear starts to set in. But where you come out at looks really good. And again, you get to show off your talents here, and there's that renewal in the creative center. It looks good. Now, turn on your heart light and romance. It's time for you to give attention to somebody else, right? Go back to a time where, you remember what it was like to feel that way, to feel romance, and kind of lavish that on the person that you're with. Either way, you look good, Leo. You look good coming out of this. The Tower is not a bad thing, right? In this situation, it is not a bad thing. I just think that, unfortunately for you guys, you're going to be going through the purging process for a while. But it's going to be good coming out of this, no matter how long it takes you. Because the more you clear that junk up that would otherwise hold you back, right, the more that you're going to be able to move forward and do the things that you want to do.